Welcome to K&D's Homestead. I'm Donna. Here recently I did a video about heating my greenhouse, and on that video I showed my lemons and orange tree, it's one each, and how they are very close to me being able to harvest my lemons. The oranges were closer than the lemons. Well, I finally got to harvest the oranges. I got 3. These are, whoops, so sorry. These are navel oranges. They create that little navel there. I had to read up to find out what made a navel orange a navel orange. And basically what that is that is where the orange is trying to grow a secondary fruit. But it never forms, of course, and we get the navel orange. The funny thing about my orange tree, I only had 3 oranges. The other 2 did not develop into the navel. They didn't develop the little navel piece. And this one is a lot more darker orange than these. See the difference? They're still good oranges. Every year when I get oranges, there's always a variation. The majority of them do have the navel on them, but a handful ends up with no navel at all. It's a weirdness of that particular orange and growing the tree in the condition that I'm growing my tree, which is in the greenhouse. And it can also be a result of too little water or too much water, or the air environment, the temperature, too hot, too cold. There's so many variations that can cause that. They're still good oranges, but they just don't have that navel. All it has is this little thing here. This is where it hung on the tree. This is where the navel would have developed. So I only got 3. My lemons are still not ready yet. I counted my lemons and there's 29 on the tree. That might be the most I've had at any given time at the same time. Usually there's 15 to 20. I don't know how long it's going to be before those are actually ready. They aren't turning yellow as fast as I feel like they should. And it might have something to do with the temperature in there because, oh, it's been so cold in there. Last night, we got down to 16 degrees Fahrenheit. Oranges do better. My experience has been the oranges do better the cooler it gets. Of course, not down to freezing, but I do have it heated in there. But the lemons do better in the heat. Of course, they produce all year long, but during the winter, it is a very slow crawl getting them to the ripened stage where I can pick them. Every day I look at them and I keep saying any day, and then the next day they're still not ready. And I honestly thought that in the last 2 weeks they would be ready by now. They're not. The lemons are the Mayer lemon. I don't know the specific name. There was a tag for the orange tree of the name of the tree, but it produces the navel orange. Anyways, that is a good size orange. If we can see that there. They're always very good and very sweet, and they're seedless. So I just wanted to bring a short video and show that I finally got to harvest my oranges. I'm going to wash these up. Well, I'm just going to cut one and try it. I'm not going to cut all of them. Since I only have 3, I want to savor them and hold on to them as long as I can. I'm going to get them washed. Okay, here we go. I hope that it is ready. If it's ready. I like to put salt on my oranges. I know a lot of people don't. Oh, that smells so good. A lot of people don't put salt on their fruit. I'm going to cut that pithy stuff off of it. A lot of people don't like salt. I love salt on my oranges and cantaloupe and watermelon. Most of the fruit. My husband thinks it's weird. He won't eat salt on his fruit. Does anybody else do that? I know I'm not the only one. Everybody in my family does it. They smell so good. Very strong orangey smell. Let me get my salt. Oh, it's juicy. That is juicy. That's so good. I don't know if you can see it, but juice is running down my hand. I could almost strangle. There's so much juice. But it's good. It's good juice. I have been waiting on pins and needles for these oranges to develop. I don't know why I only ended up with 3. Because the tree, when it started developing the flowers that will turn into fruit, there was so many. There was more than I could count. But only 3 survived. And that's all that stayed on the tree. It's a little disappointing, of course. I mean, I want all the oranges I can get. I love to snack on oranges. It probably had something to do with user error. Either I didn't get them watered. You know, they might have went through some dry spell, and when they go through a dry spell and don't get enough water, they will drop their flowers. And if the flowers do not stay on, they will not form fruit. Or I could have done too much water. Oh, that's so good. As a general rule, when I fertilize my lemon and orange trees, I only use what is a common fertilizer. It's just fruit and citrus. I get it at either Lowe's or Home Depot. I don't put a lot of special anything on my fruit trees, and I just keep them watered. Now, the last thing I want to show was something that I got for Christmas that I hadn't had a chance to show. 3 new lemon trees. My granddaughter gave this to me. She knows somebody that grows them, and she got them from her. So there's 3 baby lemons. I don't know how long it'll be before they grow up and start producing. I'm not even sure right here, right now, how old my lemon tree is. It did start producing early. I think maybe the 2nd year, but when I got mine, it was several feet tall. These are itty bitty babies. So 3 new lemon trees that will go in the greenhouse. I'm going to keep them in the house here. I've got them in a sunny window until it starts getting warm. I think these are kind of small to put in the greenhouse because I can only keep it heated in the low 50s, and I want to make sure I can take care of those. No, no. I was just excited to share the oranges that I was finally able to harvest. If you grow lemons and oranges, please let me know in the comment section. I'd like to know how they're doing, how many you've harvested this season, and what names, what kind or types of lemons and oranges that you have. Until the next video, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.